We're back throwing the old halibut bait. Slap you upside your head with this bad boy. There we go. Oh, 5'8". It was just spiraling down. That last fish I caught when I was reeling up to the boat on a swim bait. So I thought these fish were suspended off the bottom. Boom, hit it on the full. Today we're throwing the Deps Bull Flat 5.8. Northern Strain style. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's go. So the Deps Bull Flat 5.8 weighs 1.5 ounces, and they recommend a 7/0 hook. So it's 5.8 inches. You can see how it's flat on top and it's rounded on the bottom. It's got hooking marks on the bottom, hooking marks on top. It's got these little phalanges there, and it has this ribbed tail. Now the 5.8 and the 4.8, the tail doesn't get bit off by sunfish as much as the smaller versions, and once this tail gets bit off, you lose that spiraling down action. You can Texas rig this. You can rig this weightless. You can put this on a Bubba shot. You can put it on a chatterbait, a jig. You can Carolina rig it. There's a bunch of different things you can do with it. I was rigging it up on this bad boy. This is a Core Tackle, the ultimate swim bait hook. This was recommended to me by someone in the comments last year under the Megabass Freestyle episode, and this hook has definitely been a game changer. I got to give a shout out to that dude. Thanks again. But so last year I was rigging this up Tokyo rig style, which worked great, you know, because I had good sensitivity on the bottom. You know, I could feel the hard spots, I could feel the rocks, and I could work it in heavy wind. But this year, going with the Core Tackle ultimate swim bait hook here. Now, it's a little hard to rig up because it's going to take a lot of force to thread it on there, so maybe practice with an old one first. But I was just going in through the top there. Now this one's already been used, so it should be easier. And then you just gotta slowly thread it up on there, one little node at a time. So there's the setup. Bam. Now what's cool about this setup is you're not going to lose that spiraling down action, and your hook is almost invisible compared to, you know, like a weighted beast hook. You got the big hook hanging down here, or the Tokyo rig, you got your weight hanging off here. I mean, look how clean that looks. There we go. Oh, it's a good one. It's a real good one. Oh. I was just pumping it off the bottom there. Get over here. I'm going to recommend too, if you're rigging these up on a weighted hook of any kind, go with the non-salt version. You'll have more durability because these tend to want to break apart a little bit. Like the hook weight is just a little bit too big, but it's not so big where it's going to bust out every time. But I mean, after you catch a few fish, you'll have some exposure right there. But I mean, one bait lasted me all 3 fish and it's still going strong. Now I was throwing this on a little bit lighter rod than I was last year. I was throwing this on that 7.5 medium heavy rod with 20-pound fluorocarbon line and a 8-to-1 gear ratio. And the reason I went with that little bit lighter rod is because I wanted to have more sensitivity, because these fish were suspended and they were hitting it on the drops. With that sensitive rod, I could feel the bite, and then with that 8-to-1 gear ratio, I could reel and pick up the slack real quick and bam, put a hook into them, and man, they were choking on this thing. There we go. An old 5/8 with that core hook, weighted hook. Oh, it's a good one. Right when it spiraled to the bottom, blammo. It's a real good one. Damn, what happened to the top of his head? And man, the underwater footage is sick, and bam. That's it.